Hello and welcome to my September update. I have been doing these since March 2023. So if you want to go back, the way that I structure them is to give you some takeaways, essentially. I haven't actually gone back and rewatched them, and maybe I'm taking away the same thing every single month, but you'll have to double check that. So what happened in September? Well, we had a lovely summer. I felt like things didn't get going until the middle of September because my youngest started school. And if you've had children that start school, you will know that they're in, out, shaking it all about. It all takes a bit of time to get into some kind of routine. And I really feel like we've finally got that this week. And we're now in October. But she likes it, she's happy to go, and she seems to be learning stuff, which is an excellent thing. But of course, what happened the second week that she went, I got the lurgy, and it took me down. It was 3 days in bed. I was a bit useless. I couldn't really do much. And it was just a real reminder that I have to look after myself. And I think sometimes this time of year really sort of catches you unawares, especially because we had a heat wave, and then suddenly it's like, oh, do I need my coat on? Is it cold in the morning? Is it dark? All of these things. And so one of the things that I've really taken away from September is, what am I going to put in place to really support me through these winter months? What are going to be some of the things that I'm going to do? This is a really boring, basic thing. But basically, I'm going to get my washing out on the line early, and give it a good breeze going through it, and then finish it off in the tumble dryer. Yes, my heating bills will probably be bigger, but I don't want all that wet washing hanging about. And you know what it's like, London living, or wherever you happen to live, especially if you've got loads of things and loads of people that you need to fit into a relatively small space. Washing can take over your life. So that is certainly something that I'm going to be doing. Number 2, I have gone back into big picture thinking. And it can be really easy to, sorry, there's a really loud plane going over. It can be really easy, especially if you've had 8 years like I have, when I've been juggling children. And I kind of explained it to my partner as such, that I feel like I've had a constant set of tabs open for the last 8 years, as in everything's just felt a bit blended, everything's just felt a bit available, mainly because my children were awake. So there wasn't that kind of predictability of being able to get a good night's sleep. Or, you know, nowadays, and it does take a while, but it's very rare that they wake up. Usually I'm awake for whatever reason. And so really understanding why I have been operating in such a way, but also giving myself the opportunity, the possibility to dream big again. And I think taking that step back, and actually when I was ill, this was a really good time, saying, what is actually working? Where am I putting my efforts? Where am I not? What am I trying to build here? And I really reconnected with that vision once again. If you want more help with that, do go to the goal setting section of my website. That's a really great place to start. The third thing, I did a lot of beta testing in September, and there is a full podcast, a full episode on this. But beta testing for me was excellent confirmation. And that's not like, I was right all along. Sometimes it's confirmation that kind of displays your gaps. It's confirmation that there's more work to be done. There's confirmation that there's gaps here and it's not as clear as it needs to be. There's confirmation that there is an appetite for it. However, it just needs to be tweaked in this kind of way. And I think sometimes people get much more into the creative side and the actual building of things because they just enjoy doing that. However, when I go back to my energy and the things that work, I don't want to get to a stage where I'm just building stuff for the sake of it that nobody's going to see or buy or experience or care about. That is not the end goal for me. So beta testing has been fantastic. But once again, if you want to go into detail with that, absolutely do. The final thing I want to share is about conversation. And again, this can be linked to how my life has been over the last 8 years, but I've really missed having connections with people. And I feel like at times I've just, wow, this is very honest, isn't it? That I've just been in survival mode. I've just, trying to get through my to-do list, trying to get through the day, trying to work out what we're having for dinner, what's going on, what I need to do next, what I need to do tomorrow. And I feel like I've been on this hamster wheel of trying to spin all of these plates for such a long time. And actually, there have been parts of that have been missing for me. I really want to have time with friends. I want to have time with my partner. I want to have those days where I'm not rushing back to my desk. I can wander around town for an hour. Things I used to do all of the time, or go to a museum, or go the long way home, or walk somewhere, even though it would take longer than just jumping on the bus. I want to get that kind of stretch back to my life. Yep. That's kind of what's going on. And also have business relationships. I've done a couple of lives. I've recorded some excellent podcasts that I'm really excited for you to hear. And I just want to do more of that. One final request. I am building my YouTube actively. I have so much content on there, so many things that I want to share, so many concepts I can break down for you. I also have a new favorite series where I'm sharing just, my favorites, whether it's books or telly, or I shared my paint color the other day. All of these things that I love, and just doing a fun series as well. So do follow along there or check it out on Instagram. Have a fantastic October. I know we're well into October now, but enjoy, and I will speak to you next month, but obviously before then as well. Bye.